So today we're going to try to take down some of we have cattle panels. This is the dog yard, and so we need to keep those. We had the goats enclosed in this small area until I got too many goats. And so they get out in the big part of the backyard, not the dog yard, but the big part of the backyard, whenever they want. And we need to build chicken coops really badly. We're going to try to be a little more frugal and use what we have here. So I think we're going to take down some of this. The problem with that is when I first got goats, we had little goats. I had actually I had a Nigerian dwarf, and then I got my big milk goats. So see this, all this is just a roll that we put the fence up, and then we rolled along all here. So it's one huge piece. So we're gonna have to cut wire to get these off. So I don't know, but our plan is to remove some of these. So here we go. Standing here, and I was thinking that maybe I would just roll the wire, unhook the wire, and roll the inside the small wire. Roll that up in a roll, and that would be the easiest. But we were smart. We did this, gosh, 5 years ago. So it's been here for a while. So I forgot that these are all tied off with these clips. So I have clips every single, and that's why the wires stayed up so well. I mean, look on top. On top here, we clipped it. We made sure this wire was going to stay attached to these panels. So what might be easier is to take wire clippers on the end. I think, well, at least on this one, well, yeah, on this one I think we can go ahead and clip the wire off. And let's see, on the end where this panel ends, yeah, I think we'll leave it attached to the individual. See, when I ran out of clips, we used wire and we twisted it around the whole thing. I mean, this wasn't going to come off. Yeah. Okay, so the next problem presenting itself is we went around the T-post, wiring this wire to the T-post, and then wiring this wire to the cattle panels. You know what? I'm just not going to mess with this right now. This is going to be a major project. Oh, there's my goats. They hear me. They're going to come around. So, but on this side, see, there's a break in it because we have a fence or a gate. On this side, I did not. It's not around this T-post. It's not around these T-posts. So I'll be able to at least get it off and maybe do what I had said on the other side. Goodness gracious. Unfortunately, we killed some of our pumpkin plant trying to move the panels. I tried saving it, but as you can tell, it's all wilted. And there was a little pumpkin. I don't know. Anyway, but we have a whole bunch left. I hope we have a whole bunch left over here. I'll show you that pumpkin. Of course, here's a weed, but there is that pumpkin Savannah saw yesterday, and it is pretty big. So that is super exciting. I can't reach down there. But there is a little tiny pumpkin growing right there. That's so exciting. And then there's a little tiny pumpkin growing right there. So hopefully this will be great. That's a pretty big pumpkin patch for being voluntary. They're doing really good. I was going to dump, this is the old feeder that was in there. I couldn't see it till we moved the fence. I was going to dump it, but I think this is where some of them are getting their water. I mean, look at the big, ouch, a little pokey, little big root balls in there. So I'm going to leave it. Hey, Ray dear. Hey, Ray. Are you still hot? Are you still hot? I know. It's horribly hot. The goats are supposed to be out in the field, in the pasture, eating, but they're up here. The water's right there, but they're just hanging out right here. I don't have a clue why. There's nothing to eat. And there's all that out there. He's so sweet. He's got to find a good home. I can't keep him, but he is so sweet. Oh, yep. He has those little hitchhiker things. Stick tights, I think is what some people call them. It is a beautiful morning here in Oklahoma. We had storms last night, so it may get real humid and nasty this afternoon, but right now it's nice. And I'm here. I have a CD&T shot and a bander with a band on it. The little boy got sold. They're supposed to come pick him up this morning, and I offered to band him because it seemed like he was a pet, not to breed, and they said that would be great. And charge me more for it or anything because I already have the supplies, and I would, if he's going to be a pet, I'd rather him be banded anyway, so he's not stinking for him later. Hopefully. And then the CD&T shot has tetanus in it, and so that's a really good time to give it right now when I'm going to band him. So here we go.
Have to give it a shot
By yourself. Okay. This little skin, I have a really little needle. So, pull back. Oh, don't move, buddy.
This isn't even the hard part yet.
There we go. There we go. Rub it out. Rub it out. Rub it out. Rub it out. Yeah. Yeah.
For the hard part.
Yeah. How are we going to do that?
I think we have to wake Savannah up
So she can hold the camera? Everybody else is gone.
Go.
Yep. Okay. I don't need you to hold it. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him through here. I'm not. I need my other bander. Shoot. So, like I was talking about earlier, we took 2 panels from the dog yard is what we decided to do because they didn't have the wire on it. And then we took 2 panels from the goat yard that did have the wire that we didn't want on the chicken coop, which is really a turkey coop. But we took that and put it on the dog yard, but it didn't get tied up as well as it should have. And so I'll show you what I'm looking at. Escapees into my backyard. That's what I'm looking at. See? They think it's great, which it would be just fine because the limbs that we still hadn't got cleaned up from the storm, we got some of them done, but not all of them. They ate all the dead leaves off of and chewed on some of the tiny sticks on the limbs, and they're eating the grass. That's all fine, but they ate my bushes. I don't know if you can even see or tell if they're bushes. They're just sticks sticking out of the ground now. They have no leaves on them at all. They ate all of them. They're ready to bloom, and now There's 3 of them. 1, 2, and then this one right here. And now I have no leaves. I am a little bit sad, but you know, what do you do? Stuff happens, and you know. So here's the 2 panels we used. I'll get another shot in a minute. But we went ahead and got the chicken wire over it. The framing's done around the bottom. As you can see, I'll walk around this way. We're not done. But this right here is an opening. We're going to make a chicken door. We can step over this. It's 2 feet tall. And so we can step over it. We're going to make a smaller door right here above it for us to go in and out of. But that will have a hinge on it and let the turkeys go in and out. So you see, speaking of the turkeys, there they are. They're getting their outside time because they're tired of the brooder. 1, 2. So it's a decent size. Hopefully we will be done with that soon and the turkeys can have a pen. I'm so ready for them to get their pen. It is super hot today, so we're only working in the evenings. The heat index today is 106. And for you in the south, that's probably doesn't seem horrible to you, but the humid Oklahoma 106 is not, yuck, just yuck. So here's our turkeys. I stopped showing the turkeys because this is our 3rd batch. We lost both of our first batches. Different reasons. One was predators, the next was kids, well, which ended up being predators. So here they are. So we have 6. I don't know. We might end up with 6 and we might end up with 5. See that little white one right there? I keep calling it a she. I have no clue. But that one just has not grown at the rate of the other ones. I don't know. I mean, they're all together. So I don't know what's caused her. Like, see, even her feathers don't look quite as healthy. But, I mean, she eats and drinks and everything. I'm so curious to know how many hens and how many toms. I'll keep the hens to make more turkeys, and I guess 1 tom, of course. But I'm kind of hoping I have 3 and 3, so we can have maybe some Thanksgiving dinner. And also ones we're going to keep for next year. They're kind of noisy, but I kind of like their noise. Hello, little mister. Niall over here all by his lonesome. He has a neighbor friend, but nobody's pen with him. Yeah, he's a good boy. Good boy. Hey, are you a good boy? Yeah, you are. Now we have a pumpkin I need to go ahead and pick. It's not huge, but it'll work. And then here's the pumpkin the Savannah saw on the last video. It's a good size. It's like the pie pumpkins they sell. It's a good sized pumpkin. And there are more. They're out here. There's so much grass until they turn. There's one, I think, I can't get in the right place. Until they turn orange, I can't find them very well. Then there's a huge vine over there that goes all the way back there. I don't even know how to get there. I mean, I guess you put on some boots and you hope you don't step on a snake. Oh, or you put on Crocs and you take your video camera back there and look, and they'll be video proof. Oh, look. There's one right there growing. Oh, it's focusing on the wrong thing. Right there. I'm sure there's plenty more out there, but this is as far as I'm going. So that's the pumpkin patch. Our volunteer pumpkin patch. It's really funny. Everything we've planted. I even put chicken wire over some stuff. I went ahead, heard you could plant like squash and cucumbers right now. And so planted some of those, put chicken wire under it, and the chickens literally dug the chicken wire up. I have no luck with trying to plant some. All the surviving house starts I put in here. I think there's 3 peppers and a tomato plant. So we will see if I can keep them alive. I have the chicken wire kind of around it. I don't know what I'm going to do if they actually get big, but for now, that's that. Pocahontas kitty. Pocahontas kitty went out to the field and got a rat, brought it back to the house alive, and played cat and mouse with it. And I don't know if it met its demise or if it's running around my house. Pocahontas kitty. Pocahontas kitty kitty. Are supposed to kill them. Yeah, leave the birds alone and kill the mice and rats. Kitty kitty, are you listening? You have to listen. She's so sleepy. See the culprits? See them? See how they do? They dig everything. Potted plants, garden plants. I mean, I guess they're doing the job God intended them to do. Ooh, my garden ruiners. It is a fight between letting them free range and having a garden. Next year, maybe I can get a fence up and have a fenced-in garden. Maybe I can make like a hoop coop frame. Slick, what are you doing? You know this was a garden bed. You know that, right? You know this was a garden bed, right? Look at you. Dig, dig. Flip, flip. Yeah. Yeah. What a mess you are. Good eyebrows. Okay. I'll leave you alone. You're just doing what you were made to do. What do farm kids do when it's really hot outside? They play in the stock tank. We really need a really big stock tank since we don't have a pool, but you know, I guess anything to cool off a little bit.